baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark. Mommy shark, do 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 do, mommy shark, do 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 do, mommy shark, do 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 do, mommy shark.
Come on, everything.
Daddy shark, do 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 do, daddy shark, do 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 do, daddy shark, do 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 do, daddy shark.
Sunday.
Shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark. Mommy shark, do 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 do, mommy shark, do 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 do, mommy shark, do 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 do, mommy shark.
Daddy shark, do 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 do, daddy shark, do do do.
Ah, there we go. That's me. Hey, happy Sunday. Misty Loretto here. I wanted to take a minute while we're building an audience and have you guys hop on and say hello. Tell me what you're doing today. Looks like some of the comments are blocked, so if you have a question, let me know what's happening. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Chris. I know, is that fun or what? So, you guys saw, and it's funny because we had an awesome time at church. It knocked our socks off. And then later today, we're going to go paddleboarding. But I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine, and I just thought of this term, bait and switch spouse. So I want to throw out there for any of you who are bold and daring and will comment. Hey, Andrea. Let me know if you're joining me live or on the replay. Hello, Linda. Hey, Chris. Thanks for joining us. Michael Chavez is in the house. Hey, Michael. How are you? So when you think of the term bait and switch, hi, Patricia. Thanks for joining us. Welcome. So when you think of the term bait and switch, do you think of it as a positive or a negative? And of course, I'm being kind of funny with this, but drop a 1 if you think of bait and switch as a positive. Drop a 2 if you're like, heck no, that's a negative. I don't want to be associated with bait and switch. So drop a comment below. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. That's cool. We did that yesterday. Oh, you did? Awesome. With either a 1 or 2. When you think of bait and switch, is that a positive 1 or is it a 2 for you? Hi, Jerry. Welcome. Hey, Mark. Let me know if you guys are joining me live or replay. If it's the replay, just type in there replay. Yeah, totally, Chris. I'm with you. It's a definite negative. So what the heck is a bait and switch spouse? So I want to take you back to the time that you were courting and dating your significant other. And I don't know about you, but so many of us, you know, you're fascinated with what they do, what their hobbies are, what their likes and dislikes are. And as an example, yep, Andrea, exactly. Very often, we find that we attend their hobby or their passion or their sporting event. Hi, Joss, welcome. Because we want to fan their flame, right? We want to be their biggest cheerleader. We want to know what they're doing and take interest in it. We want to see what brings them joy and watch them do it. So when we're courting, we tend to do that, right? And it's a natural thing and it's a really positive thing. And I know our spouses appreciate it. But in talking to different friends, what I'm finding is after we have the ring on our finger, and I think so often it's not even intentional, but we get busy, right? We have businesses, we have lives outside of our spouse, we have friends, we have family, and sometimes we have kids, and they have sporting events, they have passions, they have interests. And so we find ourselves spending more time, thank you, like I'm looking at your chin, spending more time really with our kids' passions and loves and hobbies, and forgetting that we really took an interest in our spouses and how that bonded us and how it made them feel. So for example, I'm going to apply it to myself. When I met, thanks Andrea, when I met my husband Jim, and I had never been a surfer, still not yet. I'm going to get on that board if it kills me. But when I met him, I was active, but I was not interested in bodyboarding or surfing. Wasn't my thing. but I love the ocean. I mean, gosh, who doesn't? Just that beauty, the salt air, right? It's so serene. But he loves it. Like, jokingly, if he hasn't surfed for a couple days, we talk about he's got to go get his gills wet because for him, it just charges him. It renews him. And he's good at it. And I love watching him in the water and watching him excel at something that God's equipped him to do and to do well. So, for example, when we were dating, I would go down to the beach with him. I'd get my little chair, maybe my book, maybe my phone, and I'd be working on the beach. And I would get to watch this guy do what he loves. And then he'd come on the sand and I would say, oh my gosh, that's how you do that turn. And that was so cool. And wow, I thought that wave was going to crash over you and you duck dove. And I saw that other guy cut you off. That wasn't so cool. But I got to celebrate something that he loves, right? And then my friends, and actually friends of his, would say, you know what? As soon as you get married, your wife is not going to come down and watch you surf. So enjoy it now. And I would talk to these men who, some of them have been married a few years, some of them a lot of years. And they would say, my wife just doesn't come down and watch anymore. And so I want to encourage you. And that's where I came up with a bait and switch spouse. Whatever it is, you can't be at every practice of your husband's, baseball, wrestling match, tennis, surfing, whatever his thing is. But just to take a little bit of time and say, you know what, I'm going to get back to watching you and celebrating you and cheering you on because that's something that you love. And because I love you, it's important to me. And can I just tell you, talk about filling somebody's bucket. Oh my gosh, the look on his face when he's coming up from the water and he knows that I watched him and I can compliment him and talk about what I noticed and learn from him about his skill and his hobby. It fills his bucket, and really it fills mine too. So I just want to encourage you, short and sweet, but I want to challenge you. If you are in a relationship with somebody and you find that you maybe have been guilty of the whole bait and switch, I want to encourage you, and I want you to let me know. Did you decide to just make them a priority and schedule in some time and go watch them do the thing that they love that maybe you haven't watched for years, or ask them about? And, sometimes, like, there's a joke. It's called a surf widow. Hey, Audrey, how are you, gorgeous? And a surf widow is somebody who their husband or spouse or boyfriend is like constantly at the water. And there's two ways to look at that. Either like, okay, well, it's time away from me, right, that I'm missing out on. Or, wow, he has something that feeds him. He has something that's uniquely his, that God's gifted him with the ability to do, that brings him joy. And I can celebrate it. I can be like, babe, how was your surf session? I missed you, and I'm excited to hear about it when you get home. It puts a whole different energy and a whole different feel to him leaving and going surfing and it being a bummer, or it being really something exciting that I can celebrate with him. And then vice versa. Like, I love my workouts at boot camp, and like, Jim is not a boot camp guy. He likes to work out in the ocean. He likes to work out outdoors. But I love my classes and my girls and my instructors. And so he'll ask me, hey, what if I stop by the gym and lift and then, see you after your class? And how was that? And did you try something different? And there's just so much to be said for thinking back to the things we did when we were courting and dating and, wooing them and they were wooing us, and then things maybe that we stopped doing. So I would love it if you guys are like, okay, I hear you, you're talking to me, I have room to improve on this. Or if you're already doing it, if you celebrate your spouse's loves and hobbies and make them a priority to go and cheer them on, I want to know about it. Good for you. So let me know if this was a value. Share it if you'd like. Give me likes if you like it. Hey, girly girl. Hi, Cagney. And I look forward to seeing you again. I hope you guys have a beautiful Sunday. Thank you. Bye now.